Are y'all ready? What? Yeah. Y'all ready to play some football? Together. Let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. Let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up.
If you want some, come get some. Cause where I'm from, we so big. And everybody knows somebody that knows somebody that knows something about it.
Hey, once again, welcome to Herd Talk. This is your coach, Coach Clinton, and we're here once again with Herd Talk, baby. And you heard it here first. Today, we're going to get into, once again, this season and this upcoming week of football. We got one more week closer to that big game, baby. That big game. Memphis Panthers versus the Mid-State Bison. On our home field, we serving court. You know, trying to start the season off with a big win, you know, against the defending champions. And so, and today I got my defensive captain right here next to me. We call him Desmond Cortez Macon. And, you know, one of our leaders of this team, man, one of our veterans, savvy, great player, middle of the field general. You know, he's a true leader for us, man, and we're glad to have him, man. Welcome today, Des. How you feeling, man?
Appreciate it. I feel good, man. I feel good about this upcoming season. We got a lot of talent on the team, and we really going to shock a lot of people this year.
Oh, yeah, most definitely, man. We were looking for big things out that defense, right?
Oh, yes, sir. I mean, in my opinion, I feel like we have the best defensive line in the league. Yeah. You know, they can really get after it and keep those offensive linemen off us linebackers, you know, and our secondary we're good on that back end also. So, you know, there's always room for improvement.
Right.
You know, we can't just settle on, you know, the week prior, you know, performance. So we always got to step it up another level.
Right.
Each week.
And you know, and just continuing with that, going into this year, you know, after, you know, last season, we lost first round of the playoffs to the World Warriors. What can you say is going to be the key things for defense this year as far as to make sure everything is solidified in all areas? You know, what are those key points that we need to focus on this year?
The biggest thing is communication out there. We have to talk out there. We got to be disciplined. And stick with our fundamentals.
Right.
You know? Don't try to go out there and do too much, you know. Just go out there, execute our game plan, and just play together as one, as a team.
Right. Yeah, most definitely. Communication, man. Everybody understand where they're supposed to be. Right. Communication is the foundation for everything.
Oh, yeah. Right.
It's just like a relationship between the husband and the wife. If you have no communication, it's going to be trouble in that marriage, right?
It's going to be ugly.
You know, and so it's the same thing with the team. Communication. Right. Communication, trust. You know, that's what makes a great relationship. You know, everybody believing in one another, trusting the process to everything that we do. You know, and going into our fourth season, you know, it's big, you know, because we expect big things, you know, defensively, offensively. You know, we got new pieces on both sides of the ball. Right. And so what do you think of those new pieces on that defensive side of the ball?
Oh, man, it brings more depth.
Yeah.
To us on the defensive side. Those new pieces are young, hungry, and ready to go out there and prove themselves to us.
Right.
And I'm just excited to see what they're gonna do every Saturday.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And that's the same thing on the offensive side of the ball. And the biggest thing, like I said, communication, trust, understanding your roles, knowing where you're supposed to be at on the field, knowing what the other team is trying to do and how to counter it. Right. You know, that's going to be the biggest thing. You know, we know this Memphis team, like I said, we didn't play them 3 times before. Yeah. You know, a couple of preseason games and a regular season game. You know, right. We fell short, and but you know, I totally knew that there was possibilities in all those games, and we had a chance to, you know, come out. You know, if we just followed what we were supposed to do. Right. You know, that's from coaching the players. You know, it's no pointing fingers on one side. You know, it's all of us together.
Right.
You know, we ride together, we fall together.
Right.
You know, that's how it's got to be. You know, and another thing that we have this year is that, you know, that I feel that's bringing us closer is that the transition of guys coming in and transition of guys leaving out.
Right.
A lot of times, you have a lot of people. Sometimes, you can be friends, you can be teammates, and you can build relationships. But sometimes, we are not meant to stay together. Sometimes it's best that, some people move on. Sometimes it's best that they might have a better situation somewhere else.
Right.
And for us, it might be better that way. Sometimes it can just be things happen.
Right.
And it just falls apart, but you can do nothing but wish the best for both sides. And, hey, we got to continue to focus on the task at hand and make the best of everything, man. Like I said, this team here, man, I'm really excited.
Yes, sir.
To see that. I believe we can make big things happen, man. You got some great teams in this league, ran by our commissioner, Miss Cassandra Beverly. And I think the league is going to have a great year. There's a lot of great teams, man. Like I said, the Memphis Panthers, the Louisiana Hurricanes, the Kings,
tough team.
the Road Warriors.
Tough team, yeah.
Who else we have? It's a few other teams, Demons, and stuff like that. So. So those are some good teams in this league, man, that we might have to face. And we got some new teams, man, that just joined the league. I think a team out of Arkansas, they're supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah.
They're in the league. And is there another new team in the league? I'm not sure.
I know the Blues are a new team. I think it's another new team that's out there, but I'm excited to face those guys.
Yeah.
To see what they can bring to the table. There's a lot of guys on that Blues team that I'm real cool with, and I know what they're gonna bring. So there's gonna be a good fun game to see where we at. Those guys got a lot of speed over there. And, they got some deers over there. So,
definitely some young guys that we met before and stuff like that. Oh yeah, very very talented young team, man. Yeah, got a lot of respect for a lot of those guys over there. So like I said, no love lost. When guys transition to new opportunities and things of that nature, I think that's what makes this team great is that we don't dwell on the past. We don't dwell on the little bitty things. This year, a lot of times in the past, we struggled with distractions and stuff like that. But this year, it's a whole different mindset. A whole different mindset. From top to bottom, from coaches to players, at every level, man. From guys understanding their roles, guys sacrificing for the bigger picture, and we got some talented guys, man. And so, and as a coach, man, it's really hard to get everybody on the field and give them as much as that, they want to play or they might feel they deserve to play and stuff like that. And so, but in the best interest of the team, guys understand that and they accept it and they play their part, man. And I think that's going to make for a beautiful thing, And so we have some goals this year to put up points and keep points off the board, And I think if we go out and we do that, I think it's going to be in our favor, and I believe we're going to do that this year. From our quarterbacks have grown, running backs stable is deep. Our line is deeper. Our receiving core is, I think it's arguably one of the best in the league, if not the best. Overall. We got great tight ends.
Go up and get those guys every practice. So those guys tough.
It's great, man. Like I said, that D line, that front line, man, with the linebacker core is so versatile. That secondary is versatile. We got guys that can plug in a lot of different places. So and it's just only growing, man. And then you think about our young guys, that came in a few years ago that started off and they were raw, man. They're like puppies, just still, no teeth, just kind of drinking the milk. But those guys growing some teeth. They growing some teeth, man. They're ready to bite now. They're ready to eat solid food, I'm not saying they're going to eat a whole steak yet, but they're ready to eat some solid food, man. They're ready to go to work, man. And, I love seeing that improvement, man, especially as a coach, man. For me, that's one of the most gratifying things for me as a coach. It's not just winning games, but I love to see guys develop. I love to help guys develop. I love to see guys go from A, B, all the way to C. And say, hey, I understand this now. I know how to do this now, That's one of the best things, man, that you can have as a coach, man, in my opinion. Right. And so, and with players that we have, like I said, I think it's going to be a great season, man. So I'm looking for us to put up some nice stats, man.
Oh yeah.
And let's be honest. We've seen the rankings and things of that nature. I don't do too much trash talking on the part because I believe it's just going to be led on the field. Right. I'm not worried about so much of the other stuff because eternally, I'm so locked in. As a coach that I already know what I want us to accomplish. So I don't need to spew it. I don't need to brag about it. It's there. I'm of the mentality of like Jordan. I don't need to tell the world I'm great or we're going to be great.
Right.
Just go out and do it. Just go out and do it. And so I think we're going to get it done, man. But we are going to be a top 5 offense and a top 5 defense. Right. That is a goal this year.
Those rankings should.
And the goal to be the number 1 on both sides.
Yeah, they should light a fire up on myself and the rest of my teammates to
most definitely
to look at those rankings. We really feel like we should be up there, and we just got to go out and prove it.
Right.
And to piggyback off what you said on the young players who have improved every year, to me, stand out with Brondo. He never played ball before, and each year he became get better and better and better.
Right, and that's what I was talking about with the whole growth and development, man. The puppies growing into big dogs, man. They're ready to take a bite out of something, man. They're ready to play.
Oh yeah, and the first game of the season next Saturday against the champs. I'm looking forward to it. They are a very talented team. Especially that quarterback of theirs. You let him, warm up, catch fire. It's hard to beat. He's tough to beat.
Oh yeah.
So we got to be on our toes against those guys. And just come out and play Bison football. Right.
Yeah. That quarterback, man, he reminds me of a black version of Doug Flutie. He can sling the ball, down the field deep, man. But he'll get out that pocket, man. He wreaks havoc, man.
Oh yeah.
And stuff like that. So we got to keep him contained, man. As an ex-boxer, man, I believe you're gonna beat me. You're gonna have to beat me with body blows, man. I'm not gonna let you, swing at my head. I'm gonna protect myself.
Right.
So. Yeah, so man, it's a great thing, man, and I look at it like on that defensive side, man, when we practice, the O-line, the D-line, this year more so than any other time, we have more battles, more work in the trenches, to help us get stronger up front, because as well as I know. In the trenches is where everything starts.
Oh yeah, that's the foundation.
First and foremost, that's the foundation for any team. Yeah, if we don't have it on the O-line, we don't have it on the D-line, it's going to be a long day. I don't have how good the quarterback is, the receivers, how the DBs, linebackers are. If the trenches man ain't getting the job done, man, it's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. So we definitely got to set the tone up front, man, because they're going to come with it. Right. So and hopefully, man, the goal is next week, right into game week, man, we can get Coach Mario over here from the Panthers, man, we get him on this live and we can talk to us next week. So, Mario, if you watching, man, if you watch this thing later, man, hit my line on Facebook, or I might reach out to you, man, see if we can get you on the line, man, talk about this matchup next week, man. I think it'd be a great thing for both of us, and so that's one of the goals, man, we want to have, man, just reach out and just build relationships with the teams, man, good fun rivalries and stuff like that, we're passionate about this game, man, and we're going to bring some great respect to the semi-pro football in Mississippi, and so what is your, before we go to break, what is a individual goal of yours?
To just improve from where I was last year, and just go out there and be a leader, a more vocal leader, and just to lead that defense, because like I said before, I know we are our top 5 defense in this league. A lot of great teams last year had a tough time putting up points against us. So we can just go out there and execute. You know, you just got to go out there and prove it now. So,
right,
yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, to just improve from where I was last season.
Okay, most definitely. Yeah, and yeah, that's. I think a lot of guys have some goals that I think they're gonna reach. They're gonna reach this year. You know, we looking for it, man, and we finna get ready and go into this this quick break, man. We're gonna come back, man, and talk a little bit more about this exciting first game of the season, man, that we got coming up.
Do you have something to say? Do you want your voice heard? Join the We Believe Global lineup. Be the star of your own show. For more info, call 800-492-5186, option number 1, or visit online at webelieve.global. Pioneering coronavirus protocol firm, SGE COVID Solutions, is paving the way forward for a safer city government, delivering cutting-edge biosecurity and biosafety protocols which have been developed internationally by top virologists and scientists, using an all-natural cleaning solution that kills COVID-19 on contact like no other product on the international market. Let SGE COVID Solutions provide innovative, rapid facilities testing and world-class, state-of-the-art biorisk safety protocols for all of your coronavirus needs.
Yeah, and right. So yeah, we're back, man. We're back at Herd Talk, man. Again, you heard it here first. This season is coming up, man. March 4th at Mississippi School of the Blind and Deaf. We getting out there, man. We going at it, man. 7 p.m. It's going down. Mid-State Bison are hosting the Memphis Panthers, the defending champions of the SCFL League. And so it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a battle. Battle of the jungle beasts, I guess you want to call it. Bison against Panthers. You know, we're going out there, man, and see if we can hurt. You know, the goal is we're trying to trample over them this year, man. Yeah, I believe it's going to be a big year for us. I believe this is our year to go ahead and make a stand, make a point, man. Take that next step up, you know, to become more of that team and organization that we're reaching since we started this organization, you know, 4 years ago. You know, we're really striving to be, you know, like I said, man, when we started this thing, we know what the dynasty has put down for Mississippi. Right. We're trying to do that. Then even the goal even further is to try to exceed it. Right. You know, we want the Mid-State Bison herd around the South. You want it heard around the nation, you know, because the goal even is at the end of the season, hopefully we can get out of town and play one of these teams. You know, we can earn their respect, because you got to earn respect, man. You can't go out and try to play people and you ain't proven nothing yet, you know. So we still got things we got to prove, man. We still got a lot of things we got to prove. You know, like I said, we built this team to be something great. We didn't build this team to be any local, you know, run-of-the-mill team, just mediocre all the time, a lot of just, you know, BS and things of that nature. We built this team to be great. You know, and sometimes you have to go through things to kind of get to the top, man. It's always going to be trials and tribulations. And so long as you can stay through the storm, you know, and keep the core together and stay through the storm, you know, you'll start seeing that daylight again. You start seeing that sun shine through those dark clouds, you know. And I think that sun is coming out through those clouds, man, and it's starting to shine on us, and it's starting to open up. You know, it's showing us the way, man. You know, I trust God for everything anyway, and so he's showing us the way, man. And, you know, I see guys' mindsets change, you know, talking with guys now more, and, you know, Coach, hey, you know, my mindset, I see now what I didn't see before. I'm understanding this now, you know. This game of football, when you want to play it at a high level, you have to take it more serious. And I don't care what level you play at, whether it's little league, high school, middle school, college, pro, semi-pro, whatever it may be, if you are a true baller, you don't shortcut it and you don't slack on it.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
And I'm a competitor. I hate to lose.
Right.
And I always want to play against the best.
Right.
You know, I don't want to play against mediocre teams. I want to play against the best because I want to become the best. You know, even on the coaching side, I see coaches on the other sideline. I want to go at them.
Right.
You know, respectfully. It's nothing personal. I want to go at them. I want to either prove that either I'm the best or I'm better or I'm just as good as you.
Right.
You know, in my own right. You know, and it's not so much about being better, but just proving that I can. You know, proving that we can. You know, and so that's the biggest thing. You know, offensively, like I said, we got a lot of talent, man, and a lot of these guys, man, come from different areas of the city and the state, you know, and stuff like that. Grown to be friends and trust each other, you know, and it's an amazing thing, man. Yeah. You know, hopefully we can get out, man, and one thing we want to do, man, is start doing a little bit more for the community.
Oh yeah,
you know, you know,
got to give back.
I think that's gonna be a big thing, man. We got to give back, man. If we want the city and the state to support us, we got to give back to it. We got to show it that we love it, man. Mississippi's an underdog state. The Bison are underdogs right now, until we prove otherwise. You know, so and that is the goal for us, man. But I tell you, man, give me a breakdown of that front line. You know, of those individual guys up there in that front line, man, and just, you know, what those guys are about, man. Right. You know.
Oh man, Big Carl, man, he's a monster.
Yeah, Debo.
He's a monster, man. He draws that double team. He draws that double team. I mean, if you don't double team, hey, that 1-on-1, you gonna have a long day.
Yeah.
And you know, Matt, man, he's physical.
Oh,
you know, you can line them up inside, outside. It doesn't matter.
Right.
You know,
you
got Roach and Jonathan, man. They that speed off the edge, man. And then you got Cook, man. You know, he can, you know.
Yeah, he's versatile as well.
Yeah, you can move him inside.
Middle linebacker if you want to. You know, he can get back there with you, man, if he wants to, man.
Yeah, I mean, that front line is nasty. You know, like I said before, I believe we have the top defensive line in the league. You know, they really do get after it, you know.
Right.
Without those guys, you know, myself and the rest of the linebacker corps, man, we'll have a long night.
Oh, yeah.
His team,
definitely, man.
So, I give a shout out to all those guys up front, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Mac, Cook, Debo, Big Carl, Jonathan, Roach, you know, Wild Man, you know, versatile man, can go from DN to safety to corner, you know, E-Man, Ross, New York, man, it's guys, man, back there, man, Elmer, man, you know, you got a nice DB secondary, man, and guys ready to play ball, man. You know, and it's like I said, we're really excited for that defense, man. I know y'all set some goals, man. You know, we ain't gonna tell the world what they are,
right?
But we know what they are, man. And I think you guys gonna get it done.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so we did the same thing on offense, man. You know, like I said, B. Wood and Terry. You know, at that quarterback position, man. Two different guys, but they're both talented, man. You know, and you know, doubt it, but hey, I think they're gonna prove a lot of people wrong this year. Okay. You know, what they bring to the table this year. You know, our running backs. We already know our running backs are good, man. Midnight, Mike Delaney. We got a new kid, man, Kaylon. Young Jay, versatile, go from running back to slot receiver. Who else we got back there? I think that's our running backs. Guy plays defense too, James Perkins. You know, play both sides. Hell of a running back too, man. Our receiving core, man. I think our receiving core is nasty, man. Oh, yeah. You know, so you know, with Lamar and Virgil and Bird,
Little
Mike Jr.,
Brando.
Like I said again, Jay Brando, Deer.
Yeah.
You know, so man, you know, it's great, man. And then you know, you got guys, the tight ends, man, with Buster, man, and Keontae and Chris Adams and You know, these guys, man, you know.
Yeah, you can put those guys anywhere. You don't line them up.
Right.
At tight end, slot, man, those guys gonna get it done.
Right,
you know,
right.
Trust me, you know, we go up against these guys at practice, so we know how tough they can be. So
Right. Yeah, same thing, man, you know, guys like on that line, man, you know, Wolf, Big Steel, you know, Chris and the Marion, the guards, Big Joe, you know, Keyshawn, 40, Big Mike, Big Breezy, man, you know, hey, guys are team players, man. You know, they ready to plug in everywhere, man. Kendarius, man, go on the line, man, D-line to fullback. Yeah. Oh, man, it's some talented guys, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and so.
But the key thing is sticking through the tough wave. You know, when you get in games, you're going to have those little tough patches in the game.
Right.
We just gotta, you know, weather the storm and stick together and, you know, and just overcome that.
Most definitely.
You know, stay focused.
You know, and that's it, man. Because you know, a lot of times last year. We played in games, man, and like everything was right there for the taking, man. We missed some opportunities, man,
right.
You know. So a lot of times when you look at that scoreboard on both sides from defense to offense, it really doesn't really say what we actually could have did.
Right.
We missed a lot of opportunities, man, touchdowns to stops and stuff like that, just because we just weren't there yet. Right. And I just want to say right here,
yeah, mentally,
you know, as we grew here, mentally we just made a lot of mental mistakes, man. And it just that trust wasn't totally there yet, man. But it's getting there now, man. And you can see the difference. Yeah. You can see the difference, you know. And so, man, I was like, just big shout out to the whole team, man. You know, our whole coaching staff, man. Our coaches are together more, man. Tracy, Teddy. Big Teddy, Keys, Hunter, Mitchell. You know, those guys, man, Brian just came in now, you know. And so, man, the guys, man, are together, man, and communicating, and it's just a lot of trust, man, you know. And that's a big thing, too, because we talk about titles. And a lot of times in the past, it was so much about titles and this and that, you know. So I may hold this title or that title and stuff like that, but it's not me doing anything alone. It's us together. And we talk and we trust and we communicate with each other. You know, we may disagree on some things. We may battle it out or something like that. Disagree this or that. No, man, don't do this or do that. Or, you know, whatever it may be. It doesn't turn into backstabbing or, you know, I just can't work with you or this or that, stuff like that, man. Because a lot of times in the past that was the case. Yeah. You know, and it wasn't trusting each other. You know. And, you know, some coaches are younger than others in the game as far as experience, you know. But, you know, my belief, you know, and even just playing this role as head coach, you know, when I look at my coaching staff and my guys that I have around me, you know, I put forth a trust in those guys to do what they do, you know. And if I don't trust them, why would they trust me? Right. You know, and how can we trust each other? You know, they may not do the same things I like to do, but I'll help them out in doing it the way that they like to do it. I believe in every coach has to have an identity within the identity of the team. Right. You know, and so, you know, Teddy has a style of his own as a defensive coordinator, and he's building, he's growing, he's learning every day, man. He's thriving in it, man, and I give him the freedom to do that, you know. His defense is in the same way I run my defense when I do defense, but it's his. And I trust him to do it, you know. Tracy sees some things differently. He likes to run certain plays that, you know, maybe a little bit different than I run some plays on offense. It's okay. But we'll share it, you know, and I take his advice on it. When some things he see on the field, I may not catch it. He'll see it, you know. Same thing with Keys. Both sides of the ball. Keys has some great knowledge of the game, man, and he shares it, man. It's like, you know, I learn from these guys. You know, it's not just me sharing information. It's we all learn from each other. Right. You know, and it's just different ways to give that, man, and we trust it, man. And so that's the beautiful thing this year, man. Is just going into it, man. And I can say, no matter what the outcome of the end of the season, it's going to be an outcome we do together. You know. It's going to be more trust this year than ever before, and so, you know, and it's a beautiful thing to see that coming, man. And that's why I believe it's going to be a great year. I'm excited, but you know, I know how to keep myself at an even keel, you know, because you know, one game at a time, man, one game at a time. Memphis Panthers, can't say it enough. We got Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. It's like you count it backwards, man. And I really want to fall asleep and not wake up till next Friday. You know. It's so we can go ahead and get this thing on the road, man. I'm ready for this season to start, man. You know. Something, man. I was hoping we could have got Miss Bev on tonight, but she was trying to come on. Hope we'll get her next week. And something that I hope that we do in the league, man, and I hope every team does, is film games. You know, I think that's even elevating for the league, and I think it's a beautiful thing if all teams film games. You know, because we can all film and share film, man. You know, with guys that's trying to go to the next level, part of what helps a guy develop as a player is learning how to study film as a player. You know, even coaches learning how to study film. You know, and it's also exposure for these guys. You know, so I know for one thing for us, you know, all of our home games will be recorded. You know, for us to view. You know, we can't control everything on the road because, you know, if teams don't have a stadium or, you know, depending on the playgrounds, you know, it just depends. You know. But even on the road, we're going to try to record games then, man. We're going to try everything. So any player that's on this team that's trying to get his film and create highlight reels or whatever it may be, we'll do our best to have it for him, man. You know, sometimes we do it at practice. You know, it may not be available at all at practice, but sometimes we do it at practice. And that's the beautiful thing about what we're trying to build here is that, hey, we get that film out, man. We're watching it. We're recording it, whether it's on the whole camcorder, whether it's on the iPad. We share it, and, you know, we look, man, and we go over things. And so that's going to be a big thing this year. You know, so like I said, shout out to this whole team, man. Shout out to the Panthers. You know, I know you guys are waiting and ready. You know, prove that you are the champs. You know that you're going to try to hold that title. You know, we coming to take it from you, man. And hey, it's going to be a good one, man. It's going to be a good one. Hey, it's a lot of respect for both teams, but it's going to be a good game. You know, we're going to come for it, man. It's I don't see. All I can say is this. You know, just an all fun 11 war is that either we gonna win big or win close, or we gonna win real close. I don't see us losing. Put it like that, you know. And I'm sure they feel the same way, man. But our goal is to go out there, man, start this season off 1-0. 1-0.
After each game.
Mid-State Bison, man.
After each game, 1-0.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I don't even know who we got the second game. I don't know. Because all I see is that teal blue. I think that's their color is. That teal, blue, gray, silver, whatever it is. That's all I see. I don't see any other colors but their colors. You know, and so because that's what I want to get through. We got to finish this assignment first before we can move on to the next. You know, and so like again, shout out to We Believe Digital. Shout out to everybody that support the Mid-State Bison, man. You know, shout out to the team, man. Like I said, one more week away, man.
It's showtime.
It's it, you know, guys. Let's get ready. You heard it here from the herd, man, and we out of here today, man. We'll see y'all next Thursday, man. Y'all be blessed. You heard?
Are y'all ready? What? Yeah. Y'all ready to play some football?